my name's Ghoulish. I'm going to be teaching you how to make your first megavoxel today for voxels. Before you get started, I just want to say if you have any questions about my tutorial, feel free to contact me. You can reach me in the messaging part of voxels up on the top right corner, or you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Ghoulie, GHOULIX3. Um, Also, before I get started, I'm assuming that you have like used voxels before, like you have an account and you've made a spaces or you have a parcel that you're going to build in. And I'm assuming that you've downloaded Magic of Voxel. So if you haven't done any of those yet, you're definitely gonna have to do that for this video. Um, a megavoxel is in voxels is any voxel model that's over the size of 32 by 32 by 32. So when you open Magic of Voxel, the default is 40 by 40 by 40. So technically this is already a megavoxel. I'm just going to leave it like this just to keep it simple today for this tutorial, but you can play with that anywhere in between. And yeah, so we're going to leave it like that. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find like a shape to start with, because if you do a megavoxel block by block, it's just really a lot. But I mean, you can do that. I'm not saying that like I've never done anything like that before, but it just depends on what you're doing. But just to start off, it's best if you use the shaders to like get you some kind of like shape going on. So over here, under the projects um, thing over here, you go to projects, you have outline, shader. This is all of your projects, but you'll click over to shader. And these are the ones that just like come with Magic of Voxel. So I frequently use the sphere one. But you should go through all of these and see them. I mean, they're great. I love this one too. Mandel bulb. So nice. Anyways, so you're going to click the one you want and you're going to press the play or the run button. Um, so here we have a beautiful sphere. And once you do that, then you can go to town with all these cool brushes over here. Definitely like check out all the different settings here. Like they're really, really cool. You can do so much. These are the main ones you'll be working with. Yeah, and then you have all the colors over here. You can upload your own color palette if you'd like. I can do um, a separate tutorial for that if anyone likes. So yeah, you just kind of like, this is like where you get to be creative and have fun and think about what you want in your voxels space or parcel. I'm going to switch over to the one that I made specifically for this tutorial. I made a little moon to kind of like go with the theme of the learner's camp, because it's like tents and s'mores and all of that. So I made a little moon and I used, let's see, so I used this geometry one, I used the circle, I unclicked fill center, that's how I made all of the craters. That was fun. This probably took me like 10 minutes or something. And I just played around with the colors to find what I like. This one kind of like reminds me of a Pokemon. I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, so this is my moon. So after you've like finished, your model, now we can upload it into your voxel space. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Okay, so we're in voxels, which to get to this point you'd have to like sign in through your MetaMask and all of that. So once you're in the place that you're building, you're going to go ahead and press tab on your keyboard. This window is going to pop up and you're going to, this is like the regular voxels to build with, but we're going to scroll down to megavoxels where it says you have 5 remaining. You're going to place it wherever you want. And the cool thing about like some like new updates is like now you can just upload it, like so awesome. Before it was like just URL, so this is like a super cool update. So now you have this like maybe complex looking to you if you're not familiar with it, like editing tool. So the arrows are just to move it. The squares are to change the size, and the circle, the circles are for rotation. So since it's a moon, oh, and if you like accidentally click out of editing, you can just right click on whatever you want to edit and just it'll bring you back to this menu and these options. So just kind of like moving it up there. Um, Next I'm gonna go ahead and press this lock button on the scale over here because I want to make it bigger, and this like makes all of them, 3 of them, stay in like the same ratio, right? So I'm just gonna do 5. Okay, now we have a really giant moon, and you can make it as big as you want. Well, don't like go into other people's parcels because you can get stuff taken down if you're like if you're interfering with someone else's parcel. I think you have like 3 days from when they contact you. So yeah, make it as big as you want, like within your space. And the last thing that I'll do is like, just because it's the moon, I'm gonna animate it, and so this kind of like takes a second, but I hope that was enough. I hope I didn't go too fast, but that's basically from start to finish, from magic of voxel to voxels, putting it into your space or your parcel. That's how you do it. And there's definitely like a lot more ways to do it. And if anyone wants like a more like intermediate tutorial, or if you want to like know more, because there's definitely like many ways to do this. It's really cool once you start importing like different kind of file types into Magic of Voxels. Like you can turn like a .object, and there's a bunch of different file types you can convert into voxels, and like that's where I personally have a lot of fun. And you can also make a megavoxel that's bigger than 126 by 126 by 126, and you can then like slice it into smaller pieces and put it back together in World, which requires certain things and a little bit of math maybe, like it's meticulous, but it's super worth it. So if anyone wants to learn about that, definitely reach out to me and let me know. So now there is the megavoxel. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Thanks so much.